Hey guys, Ethereal here with another video, and as you can see, these are the new runs for the 4.1 Abyss with the freaking Spiral Abyss thing, and I thought to myself I wanted to do something a bit different. So while the gameplay is playing in the background, I will be providing whatever relevant commentary, and you guys will, well, if you're interested, maybe you can let me know down in the comments whether you like this kind of thing over me not having any commentary. So for the first half, we're going to be running the Childe International team, recently one of my favorite teams, especially probably the biggest reasons why I recently triple crowned my Tartaglia. And the second half is going to be running a Cyno Hyperbloom Quick Bloom team. I mean, like, you know, it's funny how people never actually leveled up Childe's normal attack, but there are certain times where I feel like when your skill is down, his charge attack can actually be, well, pretty decent, especially with the Riptide effect. And then this, you know, it's like, to be honest, I would say after clearing both floors, this Abyss this time around for both floor 11 and floor 12 is definitely easier than usual. And this is coming from someone who is, well, have been playing the game for like 3 years now. Well, technically it's almost, it should be October, so yes, it has been 3 years. And yeah, I think this is actually quite doable for most people, but maybe I'll put my other 2 cents in the freaking, what do you call that, the Abyss guide, which I have yet to make, but I've been working on the Hu Tao guide, so if you guys are interested in that, I guess you can just wait. Maybe within this week, I'll try to release it to the best of my abilities. But yeah, and Cyno, well, nothing to say. Cyno, I actually regretted a little bit when I pulled him by accident when I was trying to get for my waifu Candice. But as time goes on and giving him a really good, pretty decent Thundering Fury build, Cyno's pretty fun. Like, he's been pretty nice. And if you're a Cyno main and you're not playing Thundering for like 4-piece Thundering Fury Cyno, what are you doing? Go back to that domain, go farm it, and you can just mash like E as much as you want. Oh my god, look. This is why I play Tartaglia. The Riptide effect is like, this is the same thing that I've been seeing with Neuvillette. Like, I tried him out in the trial runs, is that Neuvillette, the sound effect for his freaking charge attack is so satisfying. And even if the character feels bad, right? Even like someone like Dea, at least it feels really good to use Dea's burst and just keep punching enemies. Like, the design, the sound effects, the animation looks very, very cool, and I want it to be that way. Oh, for this chamber in particular, yeah, it's a little bit weird because my Abyss knowledge, usually with this kind of stuff, they usually like spawn one Ruin Guard in front and one Ruin Guard at the back, but for whatever reason, they decided to make it a bit easier this time around. And given how these are, I think we're going to be Ruin Guards into Ruin Grader. I believe the next one is the Ruin Drake, and they're going to spawn one by one, which I would argue is a little bit annoying because that means your time, your time has to be spread out like quite a bit. But I think for those with a well-invested account, it should be kind of decent. And yeah, Cyno's going to make quick work of that. But overall, this Abyss, at least for this part, has been pretty decent. I think the previous one was a bit annoying because they had like Spectre, Slimes, and Warp of Flowers going for the freaking tower for the 11-1, and it's quite annoying because like I had to use like Venti, and I think, well, to be fair, my teams are pretty cracked, so it doesn't really matter. But for those who don't have like a crowd control anymore unit, like maybe not Sucrose, but Kazuha or Venti is gonna be quite annoying. This half has a bunch of slimes, nothing much to say here, but I think this Abyss this time around is definitely quite easy. At least I say, even for floor 11, because the previous Abyss I had to play the Abyss a good amount to make the guide that I did make like in the previous patch. And apparently, like, you know, with this kind of Abyss with the monuments, certain enemies have like they start off with an aggro that is, oh yeah, for this half I'll just bring a freaking Anemo because one guy has a Electro Shield, one guy has a Pyro Shield, everyone can get shredded, or just bring Hydro or whoever the hell. And that's one, there's nothing to say about this. Yeah, but I would say this Abyss is pretty easy this time around. Although these guys those must be the smaller Breacher Primuses, but you do want to be careful because I think they can inflict like I have Bennett on, right? I think what they're trying to do here is probably trigger burning on you. And burning, if you're not careful, right, you actually are going to get like wiped. So that's not a fun feeling. But yeah, you can see here Tartax is doing, oh, this is the good damage. Oh, look at that. 192k, like I had to pause a frame for that. And so this half, unexpectedly, we have the 2 Hydro Phantasms, and it took me a while to realize this, but there are 2 types of these Hydro Phantasms. This guy is the Genie in a Bottle, the shooty cannon, water cannon boy, and the other guy is always melee. So if you want to do a bit of grouping, just go for the range guy. And dude, this is why I love playing Cyno. Look at that E, man. Look at how many E's I can spam. With Thundering Fury, right, you literally have Like with the way you play with Cyno with Thundering Fury, you can spam so much ease. I'm pretty sure not only will you get like an overall damage increase, you basically like spam it so often that it reduces your overall ER requirement with Cyno. Like I've tried running full gilded because I do have that set, and I know one of my viewers does run a full gilded Cyno, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I do not. I don't like playing for anything that's not for Thundering Fury. It's like you play Thundering Fury on Kaching, it's like so different. So Tartai, I changed his build a little bit, so his crit is a bit less. His crit is a bit more, crit a bit less, but the ER I did buff it a bit so that he can actually gain his energy quite often. And I also rearranged his artifacts because I want to prepare the 4 Gladiator set, which I do have ready for another character. Now Bennett, the ER is not that much different. You notice that his HP is a bit low, his weapon's not changed, because I recently just got 4 Instructor piece, where I can basically buff the entire team's damage, especially for International. Kazuha, nothing special here, I'm pretty proud of this build. 900 EM with Iron Sting and 172 ER. I would like to go back to the Very Domain to get more ER rolls to bring that to maybe 180 to 200, but it is what it is. For Shangling, yeah, Shangling no change here. Like, sometimes I want to go back to Emblem and maybe get better pieces to improve my Shangling, but the problem with that is that I actually just don't care. Like, Shangling's already good enough, I don't need her to hit any harder. So this half, this is the most F2P Nahida you see. Freaking R5 level 90 magic guide with some pretty average for Deepwood. I could go back to Deepwood, but I don't have Alhaitham, I don't have any of these Dendro characters like Tinari, so I'm not interested in that. Zhongli, no difference, 52k with Black Tassel with 4 Tenacity. And recently I actually got a decent full piece set for like a 4 Archaic Petra Zhongli, which is okay, but in the event I do need to use it, I'll probably use that. For Xingqiu, unfortunately, I do want to like give him an attack weapon. And of course, you can see the attack sense could be way better, but I don't feel like farming Emblem because every single one of my character that has Emblem already has Emblem. And this is my Cyno. I did change him a bit. He did get like a little bit more stat. He's running the Jade Spear because I have like 2 copies. His artifacts are kind of mid. It's not really the best. You see I'm running like a 4-star crit rate circlet, so yeah. But overall, I've been enjoying running Cyno, and I think the video is ending soon, so I'll see you guys in Floor 12. And if you guys like this video, give it a like, subscribe, and okay, video's done. Okay, bye.